This is Veronica, and she just fundamentally challenged how cognitive scientists think about cows by becoming the first member of her species to be formally documented using a tool. Veronica lives as a family pet rather than being treated as livestock, which means that she has access to objects that most cows never get the chance to interact with. Years ago, she started playing with pieces of wood, and eventually she figured out how to scratch herself with sticks. When scientists found out about this, they decided to test her abilities by presenting her with a broom. Not only did Veronica use the broom to scratch herself, but she did so in a way that demonstrated problem solving abilities beyond anything the scientists had expected to see. When she was trying to scratch an itch on the thick skin of her back, she would grasp the broom by the handle and use the bristly end to scratch herself. But when she had an itch on a more sensitive part of her body, like her belly or udder, she would hold the broom near the bristly end and use the smooth handle to scratch herself instead. Only two other species are known to use the same tool in different ways, depending on the nature of the task: humans and chimpanzees. The odd thing is, why has it taken scientists so long to discover tool use in cows, given that they've been living alongside humans for over 10,000 years? The scientists who observed Veronica said that they don't think she's some kind of unusual super genius cow. Rather, they think that we've been overlooking this ability in cows because we have a mistaken preconceived notion that they're not very intelligent. In fact, studies have shown that people consistently underestimate the intelligence and emotional capacities of animals used for food, and they do so more when they've just eaten meat, likely as a subconscious psychological defense mechanism to avoid feeling guilty about harming these animals. And cows are harmed by the agriculture industry far more than most people realize. On dairy farms, they're artificially inseminated every year to make them lactate, and then their calf is taken away and killed so all the milk can be sold to human consumers. This forced separation is extremely traumatic for the cows, as evidenced by the fact that they chase after the truck taking their calf away and search for their missing calf for days on end. And unlike Veronica, who's currently 13 years old, most dairy cows are slaughtered at just 4 to 6 years of age when their milk production starts to decline. Cows form strong emotional bonds with other members of their herd, and in the slaughterhouse, they hear, see, and smell their friends being killed before it's their turn. They roll their eyes in fear and fight for their life, doing everything they can to avoid the captive bolt gun. It's beyond time to end the unnecessary horror show that is animal farming and transition to a food system based on plant agriculture with some lab grown meat. Follow for more content about animal intelligence and ethics.